Hey guys, SmashCast here. I'm PJ and
AG.
And today we're going to be talking about this new Smash leak, so AG is just going to get right into it.
So, you know how we had that Smash leak back a while ago about Simon Belmont being in Smash, and the guy had 100% full credentials and responsible for tons of Smash, not just Smash leaks, I mean like more Nintendo Switch leaks in general? Well, we actually have another 4chan user also, this guy, except with 0 credentials at all, no history of leaks, but he gave us a riddle, so you know, the news cycle's got to get this one through. Okay, kiddies, see if you can figure this one out. So he lists the months, and it's supposed to be like a riddle. You got July, the character's King and Ponytail, revealed in a mini direct. August, the old man will be revealed at this year's EVO. September, the character's Archer will be revealed in a direct of some kind. Then Old Halloween month, the character's Warrior and Secretary will be revealed in a Smash Ultimate Focus Direct. Okay, and then November, we get the character Mech, which will be revealed in a surprise character announcement. Sure, okay, whatever. The other characters, Rhythm, Folklore, Doll, and Prime Ribs, are not going to get reveal trailers until post-release. So basically, we've got a list that really can't be any different than anybody else out there. But we're going to give our two cents here, and PJ's going to break it down. He's our genius decoder.
So, we aren't quite convinced this is real, but we're just speculating if it was real, what these characters would be. So first off here, we have King, and we've really only come up with one for this that could be possible. And we've seen that this could be King K. Rool, because there's no really other King character that could possibly be in, and the fact that the words King and Ponytail are in the same sentence with July connects these two.
And then for another Donkey Kong rap, we got Ponytail. So this would be Dixie, obviously, who would probably be an Echo Fighter of Diddy Kong, which was originally considered as part of Brawl's original roster, Forbidden 7. So Dixie does make a lot of sense. And on top of everything, Dixie and King K. Rool were on the fighter ballot, to be fair, so they do have a pretty good shot. Then, on top of everything, I guess you could say Shantae. It's a third-party rep that a lot of people have wanted to see way forward get the representation, since they've been so close to Nintendo over all of their technical difficulties, aka the Wii U. So, you know, it could be either one.
So next off here we have Old Man, and we saw that this character was actually considered for Smash 4, but I'm gonna butcher this really bad, so please don't roast me Tekken fans, but Hihachi, I think that's how you say it, that's who we think it is. That would be the only thing that would make sense in my opinion. I've heard some people around say Cranky Kong, which for people that don't know is the old monkey in the Donkey Kong games, but I don't really think that's very possible.
Especially considering that EVO is where it gets announced, which is a fighting game conference.
Exactly, and it's a huge fighting game tournament, so it makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. And then next we've got Archer. So luckily for us, Kid Icarus is not getting another rep. And it's Decidueye. So I actually had no idea Decidueye was an Archer character. We made all those reveal videos, and it just took to this leak to find out that what type of Pokemon he is, because I don't play Pokemon, so I never knew. The only Pokemon game I've ever played is, God, what's it called? Pokemon Quest. So.
Whoa!
Lies. Moving on, we have Warrior. So, as AG mentioned at the beginning of this video, Simon Belmont has been a name that's been thrown around a lot. So, he has had some affiliation with Nintendo, as you would assume, having a bunch of Castlevania games ranging from like the NES all the way up to the 3DS. So, pretty likely at this point. And that credible leaker actually said that Simon Belmont could be in. And then another character we had for this also was Isaac, but I think that if this would be real, I think Simon Belmont would be the more possible one.
Yeah. And then, so to give any credence to characters who probably won't be in, we got Secretary, which would be Isabelle, literally the only character it could ever possibly be, because Nintendo's not stupid enough to make a bunch of secretary characters because, God, their franchise lineup would be horribly boring. So we got Isabella, one of the biggest Animal Crossing characters in terms of fandom. So it would be a great choice for a lot of Animal Crossing fans, but nobody expects another Animal Crossing rep at this point. If we do, it would be an Echo Fighter, and Isabelle could get in because I'm sure she got a lot of representation for the fighter ballot because people really love the series, and it's a great series, of course. And you never know, maybe they'll pull a Daisy and we're going to get the Echo Fighter, but it's definitely not going to be a straight-up character in this case. It would be a straight-up Echo of Villager if we do get Isabelle.
So next up here we have Mech. So for this, we put as our first choice as Springman. Now, Springman is kind of the face of the ARMS series, and ARMS being a pretty cool new IP that Nintendo introduced about the beginning of this year. So, to be quite honest, Springman, it has a lot of fan appreciation in this game, and like has a lot of potential to be a really unique, good character and all that. But a second option we put for this is Ray MK3, as he has not been revealed as an assist trophy yet, and we kind of have this philosophy where, you know, there's one assist trophy taken out and character is put in, and I call this kind of like the Lil Mac treatment, but I don't really think this is the character that is going to be for, but I just think Ray MK3 will be an assist trophy later. But definitely, if this was real, I would say Springman is definitely in, regardless.
Yeah, and another note is that a lot of people who've been covering this leak have said that it's going to be some like Xenoblade rep. I think his name Alma or something. We're not getting an Xenoblade Chronicles rep. That would be impossible. We're going to get Rex in Smash before we ever get a Chronicles character again. We've got Shulk. It doesn't make sense to show up a previous iteration of a Xenoblade character. So yeah, that's definitely not happening. Ray MK and Springman make way more sense. And then next we've got Rhythm. So obviously the Chorus Kids, who were originally considered for Smash as revealed in the Gamatsu League, they never actually ended up making the cut. I'd like to see why. Yeah, I really had nothing to say about this character, so yeah, do you want to just move on?
So next up here we have Folklore. So for this we said Banjo-Kazooie. Now this is a really stupid philosophy, but just kind of hang with me here. So, you know, when you would tell stories of folklore in old times, you would use a banjo. Yes, I know, very generic. But something that helps this case a little more is our second option for this, which would be Amaterasu. So, being Okami, it's set in classic Japanese history. It's about Japanese myths, legend, and folklore. Tell a story about how land was saved from darkness by Amaterasu. So that would kind of help the point, but Banjo is probably more likely, to be quite honest, because it's just a character that more people would want in, and it's a third party as well. So,
and then next we've got for Doll, Gino. So as we've seen, Square Enix has actually opened up a division for making Switch games exclusively. So as you can see, Square Enix has a great relationship with Nintendo at this point. They possibly could be making another Super Mario RPG as we speak. So there is a lot of credibility that Gino actually gets in the Smash game, regardless of any leaks or not. Gino actually has a decent chance, but he's kind of like Ridley, so I mean, he may take a couple of games before he gets in, but we'll see him eventually.
So moving on to our last choice on this list, which is Prime Ribs. So that's basically what we've kind of come up with is Nintendo, and our proofs for this is basically I've been looking through a little bit, and this is the only thing I could find about this kind of weird hint. So prime rib is Nintendo's favorite food, and if you don't know who Nintendo is, it's from the original Mother game, the main character. So if you don't select a favorite food for Nintendo in that game, it automatically gives you prime rib. So that's the only real proof of that. We do not have a real like retro rep in yet, and we usually get one each game. So like for example, Brawls was sort of Rob or whatever you really want to go with. That it's kind of your choice because there was a few, and then Smash 4 was what's it called, Duck Hunt. So whatever you really want to go with that. But I doubt we would get 3 mother characters, but you know, we could potentially have 3 Marios, so, and 3 Links, so you know what I mean. Yeah. But definitely very possible.
That's my whole issue with this leak, because I mean, the fact that like Fortnite was announced as a character, I mean, God, this is horrible. But if we're talking seriously, the big issue with this leak is the fact that there's basically 0 Echo characters. I'm assuming the guy who leaked this made Dixie an Echo. I don't even think he assumes Isabelle as a Echo. So I mean, Shadow is all but confirmed at this point. Same with Dark Samus. Dark Samus can't be part Prime Ribs, because Ribs is just so clearly hinting at somebody who's not from a Prime series. That's probably the reason he added Ribs, was just so that people don't confuse it with, you know, the Prime series. So there's a lot of characters missing here, on top of a lot of the considered characters like Excitebike and Rex and other people like Paper Mario and stuff, who have a really good shot of getting in and haven't really been listed on this list. So I don't know, I don't really believe this list.
So that's going to be it for the video, guys. Be sure to check out our past videos because we went a little inactive for a bit because of school. So be sure to check that recap video out if you have not already. Be sure to follow us on all social media at SmashPodcast and join our Discord, all linked below. And anyway, guys, this is going to be SmashCast signing out. Peace.
その身離れした体術をご覧ください。